Hey, ma'am, and welcome to Callie's Tea Talk show. So, this is pretty much a soft spoken ASMR gossip show for the messy, long neck bitches in the back. My bad, I don't mean to go in on you like that, girl. But this is basically a soft spoken ASMR gossip show where we talk about the latest of everything. Me, as in you and me, okay? This is kind of like a FaceTime vibe between two homegirls. I'm not even sure if you a damn girl, you a alien, you a roach or an anteater. I don't know what you is, okay? But we gonna be vibing out together. Plus, I don't judge or discriminate. My ex look a hot ass mess. I'm sure yours do too. Yes, ma'am. But this is basically a soft spoken ASMR gossip channel where we talk about the latest of everything. We talk about celebrity gossip, influencer gossip, and I also cover popular and trending topics on the internet. So, once again, you don't gotta be a girl, you don't gotta be a boy, you can be a damn alien. I don't care. We just vibing out on this channel, talking about the latest of everything. So, if this sound like something that's your vibe, that's your speed, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, ma'am. But before I get into anything, I do want to do a quick disclaimer. Nothing that I talk about is made up by me. We just gonna be gossiping and spilling tea. Yes, ma'am. Okay. I hope y'all been doing good out there. I know I've been very MIA, y'all. I'm currently under the weather, and it feel kind of weird filming this video because I feel like I can barely hear myself because my ears are clogged. So if I sound a little different, that's the reason why, because I can barely hear myself right now. Yes, ma'am. But I know you messy, I'm messy too, and I got a couple of things to tell you. So first thing first, y'all, I got my little handy dandy clipboard right here. And we gonna get into everything that I wrote down. Cause I've been seeing a lot of stuff going on the internet lately. So let's go ahead and get into everything. So first thing first, y'all, I am gonna be starting off with the content creators. The content creators slash social media influencers. So first up, we have Messy Maj, Fabo, and this guy by the name of Crazy K. So I'm not sure if y'all been seeing what's been going on in the TikTok streets, cause that's where I get my tea from. That's where I get my gossip. It's TikTok, cause they messy as hell over there. Everybody and their grandma be up in people business. So that's what we gonna do, okay? Yeah, no different, honestly. So I got this person by the name of Missy Maj, Fabo, and Crazy K. So if y'all don't know who none of these people is, cause I'm sure some of y'all probably don't, shit, I barely do. But Missy Maj, he is a social media content creator. He is known for being messy, just like his damn name. It's plain and simple. He got a couple of tea pages where he basically talk about gossip, and he different though. I won't really say he's kind of like me because to me he be in a lot of drama. I ain't gonna lie. No shade. I'm just keeping it a bean. He be in a lot of drama, and I don't know. It kind of seemed like a lot of people don't like him on TikTok. I'm just being real. But his content is basically tea, drama, gossip, that kind of vibe. And then we got this person by the name of Fabo. She is a female. Um, her page. She kind of got her own vibe. Like she be reacting to stuff. She give her opinion and all that. But that's not her full platform. Like she also do her little own thing where she just showcase her personality. She's loud, outspoken, and a vibe. She pretty funny too. Then we got this dude by the name of Crazy K. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I have never heard of his ass to this situation, and I'm guessing he just a content creator too. Okay, we just gonna throw his little ass in there. Yeah. So Messy Maj, he recently had this live stream show, and he decided, my little messy ass, I'm finna do like a little Christmas show with influencers. I'ma rent an Airbnb, and I'ma get all these influencers in his house, and we gonna make content and beat each other up and be messy and shit, okay? So Fabo, she went to the Messy Maj invited her to the show, and she went. I never really see her collaborating with people like that, like influencers and stuff like that. This was actually my first time, but I don't really keep up with her either. I'm not gonna lie. I see her videos online. I give her a little like and comment here and there, but I don't be really keeping up with her. I don't even really keep up with none of these damn people. I'm just being nosy and messy, okay? For your entertainment. So, yeah, they up in this house with all these creators, content creators, social media influencers. You got all these people up in this house. It's kind of giving like a Christmas themed look reality ghetto show. So at the house, it was a situation that broke out. So the crazy K dude, him and his girlfriend was at the show. So he came to the show and he brought his girlfriend. But a lot of people felt as if he was mistreating his girlfriend on the show. He was downplaying her, talking to her crazy, and he even had put his hands on her. They got into a physical altercation, and this is how everything broke out. So the Fabo girl, she felt some type of way about that because you up in this house with all these content creators, social media influencers, and all of a sudden you got somebody that's in the house talking bad to their girlfriend, putting her down, downplaying her, just overall having a lot of abusive behavior. And my thing is, the crazy K dude look a hot ass mess. You don't need to be talking about nobody putting nobody down. When I tell y'all he look like something, a little funny character off a damn cartoon, and you got the nerve to be trying to put a female down in any kind of way, shape, or form, looking a hot ass mess. But anyways, so they in the house and he doing all this. Mind y'all, it's other guys in the house. It's several guys in the house. So the Fabo girl, she feels some kind of way about this because she like, so she called all the dudes in the house out. She like, y'all ain't gonna get on his ass about that. Like, y'all ain't gonna do nothing about that. He's sitting up in here putting his hands on this girl. Like, that ain't right. She like, you get what I'm saying? She going off. I mean, she ain't really going off, but she just saying like how the dudes in the house weak. Like they weak. Y'all sitting up in here letting this person put their hands on this girl in front of y'all. Like he doing all this to a female in front of y'all. You know, like she's speaking up for the girl. And so as she's doing that, that made people feel some type of way, of course. So, you know, they going back and forth, they saying little stuff to each other like that. This created tension because now the dude's feeling some type of way, and then on top of that, now the messy Maj dude feeling some type of way too. So at this point, words being exchanged between Messy Maj and Fabo, like they in an argument basically, and the Fabo girl, she telling Messy Maj like, you can give me a flight home, like give me a flight home right now. You get what I'm saying? Like you the one who asked me to be on your show, you the one who asked me to come here. Now they going back and forth, they into it, and so Fabo, she ended up saying something about Messy Maj deceased grandma. And so at this point, Messy Maj decided he gonna get the Fabo girl jumped. So now he telling his friends in the house, jump her. You get what I'm saying? So everybody they get to jumping the Fabo girl. So Fabo, she end up in the hospital. She wasn't like extremely beat up, like her face wasn't messed up or none of that, but it was something wrong with her leg because I think they said she fell, and she do have crutches in the video. But mind y'all, I think they said she got jumped by around 8 people, including men and females. Okay, she's there by herself, and mind y'all, she's getting jumped because she spoke up about something and they made people feel some type of way. But if I'm being honest, I agree with the Fabo girl. You got all these dudes up in the house and y'all are sitting up in here letting this man put his hands on a female. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing about that. Y'all ain't gonna hop on him, jump his little skinny ass because he little as hell. Can junk him to the wall. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing sitting up in here letting this dude put his hands on this female like this? That would have made me mad as hell too. I ain't gonna lie, I would have been right there with Fabo. Y'all dead ass wrong for that. See, that's the reason why you will never catch me at no influencer house, no influencer link up, none of that. Cause I don't know y'all ass from a can of paint. All I know is that y'all create content online. And they dead wrong for jumping at Fabo girl. Cause they mad. But really, it was because the Messy Maj dude, he felt some type of way because Fabo brought up his deceased grandmother. Mind you guys, the Messy Maj guy, now I ain't taking up for Fabo when she brought up his grandma because that was definitely wrong. But the Messy Maj dude, he be doing the same thing. He be talking about people, kids, be talking about people, deceased family, and all this other kind of stuff. But the moment somebody talk about your deceased family members, you gonna get them jumped in the house with man and females. You got 8 people on one person. That's hypocritical if we being real. But anyways, Missy March had ended up linking her number online. They was going back and forth. They still going back and forth if we being honest. And even the Messy March dude, his mama was on like a three-way live with the Fabo girl and her son Messy March, and she was telling her son how he was wrong. She also was talking to the Fabo girl too. She let her know her mama didn't, the grandmother, which is her mom, she passed away, from cancer. She was like, she passed away in her sleep because his grandmother had passed away a couple of weeks ago. So it was still fresh. I can understand why he was hurt about that. But if we being real, I feel like both parties was in the wrong. She was in the wrong for speaking on his grandma, and he was in the wrong because you didn't got this girl jumped. If I'm being honest, being professional, you could have just got her a flight back home before everything escalated and sent her on her way. Even though the Fabo girl was not in the wrong for speaking up for that female, if we gonna keep it a bean, okay? So after that, they just going back and forth. As I said before, his mama on live at this point. They on a three-way live, and she calling her son out. She telling her son how he wrong for that. You can't be hypocritical because you be on here talking about people, that family members and all this kind of stuff, but then the moment somebody do that to you, you want to get them jumped and all this kind of stuff. So now the Fabo girl, she taking legal action. Okay, she taking him to court. This whole situation, it's very big on TikTok. I'm not sure if y'all be on TikTok like that, but it's so many content creators that's coming behind the Fabo girl, and they mad about this. They feel some type of way about this. They 100% on her side. Like they ready to go beat Messy Maj ass. If I'm being honest, they ready to go jump him. It's a thousands of videos with content creators just pissed off because they feel as if he was very wrong for that. And he was. You don't get no female jumped, even though she did speak on your grandma. But still, you could have just sent her home. You didn't have to get that girl jumped, and now you finna get sued and all this other stuff. That whole situation was super messy, beyond messy. But to me, I don't 100% feel like the Fabo girl was in the wrong as far as speaking up for that girl. I would have did the same thing too. I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have got my ass beat, my ass jumped too. Not gonna lie. Yes, ma'am. So next we gonna head into this situation with this dude by the name of, I think his name Tylil, and this girl by the name of Jourdin. I'm not sure if y'all been seeing this online or not, but this has been going very viral on a lot of social media platforms, and we gonna cover it. We gonna get into it. I hope I'm not pronouncing the dude name wrong. If I am, not a big deal. Y'all know what the hell I'm saying, okay? So it's this guy by the name of Tylil. If y'all don't know who he is a Twitch streamer. He is also very good friends with Kai Sinet, okay? And then we have Jourdin. She is a very gorgeous girl. She makes music, and she is also a content creator as well. So not too long ago, Jourdin had came to social media. She was very emotional. She was crying. She seemed really upset, and she had accused the Tylil guy of sexual assault. Okay, I wrote down some notes on what she said. So Jourdin came to social media saying she was SA'd at a streamers awards after party. So if y'all don't know, they recently had like this streamer awards where they basically gave out awards to streamers, honoring them for the best streams of the year, the best upcoming, all that kind of stuff, okay? Then they had this streamers after party. Boom. You got all these very well known content creators all in one setting. So Jourdin was there, Casanet was there, DDG was there, India Love. You got all these popular people there. And then you also have Tylil and Jourdin as well. So this is Jourdin's side of what happened, okay? So Jourdin basically stated on her that live stream of her crying and very emotional. She said she was tired and people are evil as hell. She also stated that she was being blackmailed and harassed. So, so from her words, she said that the Tylil guy, he had took her phone at the streamer's party. He took her phone in this kind of playful but aggressive manner. Um, and she had ended up leaving the party. It wasn't until she got home with her friend that she realized, like, hold on, I'm missing my phone. And then it clicked like, oh, so and so got my phone. So she decides to go back to the party to go get her phone from him. She ended up getting a ride back with him. Now, I feel like I remember her saying that he kind of talked her into coming back with him, or he was a little aggressive. But either way, she decided to go back with him. Okay. And after that, she basically said, um, they went back to his place. You know, she wasn't comfortable and all that kind of stuff. Y'all know what happens after that. She seemed really upset and hurt on her live stream. The guy, Tylil, y'all, he did not respond right away at all. He actually just recently responded. I think this was like day before yesterday. That's all she had said. But then she said she was being harassed. She showed a bunch of missed calls from this person and whatever the case may be. So then the Tylil guy, he goes to his Twitch live and he said he was going to keep it short and simple. This is his only time talking about this, and this is what he said, okay? He said he was moving forward with a lawsuit because he been lied on. He like, this girl trying to frame me. She lying on me. This is not how this stuff went down, okay? So mind y'all, when the Joy girl, when she came to the internet, it was like 50-50. Like, it was a lot of people supporting her, but it was also a lot of people that felt like she was lying on the dude because they was like, hold on, we know this dude, like, he don't seem like that kind of dude, like, that don't seem like his character. And so the internet was split in half. You got the people that was supporting Jordan, you got the people that was supporting Tylil. So he came to the internet, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, this man, he brought a lot of evidence now. A lot of evidence. So let's break everything down. So, from his words out of his mouth, he agreed with what Jourdin was saying. He said she left the after party and she came back to get her phone that she left. Now he said, I didn't take her phone. I didn't snatch her phone like she trying to make it seem. She left her phone there and she came back to get it. He said then she saw that he was leaving and that his hairstylist was leaving as well. So she asked to catch a ride back with them. You know, they Ubering. She like, hey, let me ride with y'all. You know. And so at that point, she leave with them. They get back to his hotel room. He asked her like, do you want me to get you an Uber back home? You know, like what you finna do. And so she asked to go use the bathroom. And then she decided to stay after that. And so he was like, what happened after that, it was consensual between two adults. Like, we both agreed to do what we did. I didn't force nobody or none of that, in his words now. So after that, he showed a video, and it was a video of them laying in bed, except he wasn't showing her face. She was clearly behind him. And it seemed like they just finished doing the do, okay? And in the video, the Jordan girl, she was like, she never had a one night stand before. And she was asking the Tylil guy, like, is that what we just had? Like, did we just have a one night stand? So at this point, they chilling, and he like, everything seems cool, like everything is good until his friend called. So he was like, the moment his friend called, that's when a joint girl, like, her energy just switched. Like, it seemed like she felt some type of way, or it was something bothering her. So at that point, I think he said like they had a couple of words back and forth, because he said she was acting kind of crazy. Like, he was like, he don't know, her vibe just switched and she wanted to leave. I'm guessing from what he's saying, when he said that, it seemed like she didn't want nobody to know that she was there with him because the dude, he is in a relationship. Okay? The Tylil dude, he in a relationship. He got a girlfriend. So I'm guessing that when his homeboy called, that made her feel some type of way because she don't want nobody to know she there with him. And then on top of that, that was her first time allegedly having a one night stand, from what she's saying. So at that point, he was like, she ready to go. So he was like, okay, cool. Like he got her Uber. So the Uber pulls up and he was like, mind y'all, keep in mind that this Uber is a Toyota. So when she got outside, she seen that it was a Toyota. So then she go back to his door. At that point, he was like, she been on his door. And she was like, do I look like the type of B-word that ride in a Toyota? Like, get me a black truck. Like, at that point, he was like, then she was upset because of the car. She felt like he was playing with her because, like, why you give me a Toyota? Like, do I look like the kind of B-word that ride up in a Toyota? Get me a black truck. So he canceled the Toyota and he sent her a black truck. And he showed the proof of him canceling the Toyota and ordering a black truck. I didn't know black trucks were that damn expensive. That shit was down there $200 for a little ride back to the house. Who the fuck paying that shit? So at that point, the girl got home. She made it home around 8:07 a.m. Okay? I mean, yeah, she made it home at 8:07 a.m. So the Tylil guy, he claimed that around 9, she had texted his homeboy. And she was like, hey, he got my phone. I'm on the way to get it back. I was all the way home too. So somebody got to call me a car ride home now. And so at this point, she had ended up texting him 4 times after this. Okay. So the first text read, what you doing? Second text, a question mark. The third text, I don't know if you text me or not, but my phone is clipped. I can't see or do nothing. The fourth text was a upside down smiley face. And then the last one, it was a meme and it was captioned, me giving him his last warning before I show him who I really am. So this meme, it was sent after she had requested money from him. So he said she was texting his phone and then he had ended up getting a request through Zelle and she requested $2,000. Now he was like, when he didn't send the money, after that she had ended up sending that mean picture of me giving him his last warning before I show him who I really am. And after that, that's when he said, I think he said the next day she had ended up coming to the internet. So now I'm finna give my opinion on the situation. Are we going 100% all of us know what happened that night? No, not really, because we wasn't fucking her, okay? But in all of the text messages, and he showed way more text messages than that, it seemed as if she was upset and she regretted having sex with him. Because mind y'all, this man got a girlfriend. Not only do he have a girlfriend, but he this rich, famous streamer. So I feel like in a way, she kind of felt like she didn't really get what she wanted out of the situation. And then on top of that, she was saying that he had filmed her as well. Okay, she said he had a video of them. And so to me, it sounded like she had a lot of regret. Like she never had a one night stand before. So she done did something with this man that got a girlfriend. And because to me, it just don't make sense. Okay. What was the purpose in requesting $2,000 from him? And then on the note in the request, it said, for playing with me. And mind y'all, this was sent before she had sent that picture with the meme about showing him who she really is. To me, that shit don't make sense. Okay? If you was truly a victim, why are you texting this man multiple times after that? Why are you requesting money from this man? It didn't make sense to me. And he said she was the one that was blackmailing him because she wanted him to pay her to send her some money. And so to me, it seemed like she just regret doing a do with him. She probably felt like she didn't get what she wanted out of it. Like, I'm just not understanding. And even in the text messages, I'm going to put everything on the screen. Even in the text messages that he showed after he showed everything else, it's like you could tell that it was some kind of hostile animosity energy there. And I felt like it was because she didn't get what she wanted out of the situation. She just got her cheeks clapped and was about to get sent home in a Toyota until he canceled it and got her a black truck like she wanted him to. But I don't know, like, I don't understand why some women lie about super serious stuff like this. Like, if you was truly a victim, to me it's like, why are you coming to the internet before you take this to the courts? And why are you requesting money from this man? Why are you texting him multiple times after this? And in the other text messages, like I said, it was some hostile energy there. Like, she wasn't satisfied with with stuff how things went on her end. But if I'm being honest, he said he taking her to court. So we gonna see how it play out because she did claim that she had more evidence. But what she showed so far, it's not really much because she said she had deleted text messages and all that other stuff. But he coming with hardcore proof. So to me, it's kind of like it's not really looking good for her. She even deleted her Twitter account. She deactivated her Twitter. She turned off her Instagram comments after this. And then she was even recently called out because people was basically calling her out. After the evidence came out, people started calling her out because they like it seemed like you just want some money at this situation. And that's when she had I think she posted a 2025 or 2023 Maybach. And she was like, I just cashed out on a Maybach. Like, like she don't want no money out the situation. And come to find out, she didn't got that damn picture off Google. They did a reverse search engine on the picture and the picture popped up on Google. So you lying like you just bought a new car and all that. It's just too much shit going on. I always support the women. If y'all been watching me for a while, y'all know that. But man, if you just wanted him to pay for some cooch, you should have said that. Hey, I don't feel satisfied, and I feel like I need something in return. I wish them the best though. Normally, like I said, I'm all for the women. If somebody in the wrong, I'ma say it. But in this situation, and with all the evidence that's been presented, it don't look good for her. But she said she got more evidence, and he is taking her to court. So we gonna see how this play out. Cause he's suing her for defamation of character. I think that's what it's called. And he also just suing her. Period. For for this whole situation. But anyways, next we go ahead into our celebrity gossip, and our first person that we got is Ice Spice. So if y'all don't know who Ice Spice is, she is in the music industry. She known for being light skinned and having a big booty. Her music is not that good if I'm being honest. She kind of make fun girl music, but that's about it. To me, it's no bars there. It's like no real lyrical stuff. It's just more so little fun, Roblox, Minecraft music. Shit, even Lash Tech music. But she pretty though. You know, she got a big booty too. Alright. But she in the music industry overall. So Ice Space is currently facing backlash because she recently collaborated with Nickelodeon. Super random collaboration. Was I expecting to see Ice Spice on a damn SpongeBob movie? No. Very random. But she get your money, cause I ain't no hater. But anyway, she recently collaborated with Nickelodeon SpongeBob. And she is currently facing backlash because she was seen at the premiere in a white sheer dress. It was very see through. She had on a white bra and some white thongs. Let's just set the scene. Let me just set the scene for y'all. You got the Nickelodeon producers, all that kind of stuff. These people that's here. And then in the front row, you got kids, you got their parents. Man, it is a time and a place for everything. Why are you in a sheer lace dress with thongs on and a bra? Man, that's why she facing backlash, y'all. Cause you at this premiere with all these kids, with all these important people, and you got on a thong and a bra and a see-through dress. You can see all your goodies. You can see everything. I agree with what people were saying. I feel like it was inappropriate. I feel like it's a time and a place for everything. She could have still been cute, wore a little tight fitted skirt with, a little nice blouse, dress shirt. Man, we know you got a big booty. Okay? We know you got two twin bump beds back there. We know it's fat, okay? So next in line, we do have Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist. So if y'all don't know who Young Thug is, he a rapper, he in the music industry. Mariah the Scientist, she's a singer, she's in the music industry. So recently, I think this was in Atlanta. She was at a show, at her show, and Young Thug popped a question. He decided he was gonna propose to her. This happened recently. But the reason why a lot of people are currently talking about this and still talking about it, because they feel as if the proposal was horrible. Okay? A lot of people felt as if it seemed rushed. It didn't seem like he put a lot of effort into it. And also, a lot of people didn't like how he grabbed on her arm to pull her in when he was proposing to her. They feel as if Mariah the Scientist is making a huge mistake. I can't tell y'all how many videos I done seen on TikTok. I can barely count because it's so many videos with not just women, but men as well that feel as if she is making the biggest mistake of her life. Okay? So if y'all don't know about their relationship, Young Thug was locked up. He was locked up. He recently got out. He was exposed on multiple occasions for cheating on her. The entire time he was locked up, he even came out and expressed how he felt about her and to his friend. And he was saying he felt like she loved him too much. He felt like she was kind of too clingy, like she just loved him way too much. And from what he was saying, it seemed like he feel like she like her more than he like him. And if y'all ever been up in a relationship dynamic like that, y'all know they don't last. When a woman like a man way more than he like her, cause he gonna forever feel like he the prize. He gonna forever feel like he the one that needs to be chased and admired and all this other stuff. But a lot of her fans and supporters feel as if He don't like her for one, and he's controlling her. He's jealous of her. They got their own reasoning. Y'all know how fans and supporters be when it comes to their favorite celebrities and stuff. But I'ma just speak on the proposal since that's what we talking about. But I just had to give y'all a background story. I do feel as if the proposal it could have been more special, you know. But if she happy, then what does our opinion matter? If we being honest, she happily put that ring on, and if I'm being real, you can't save nobody that don't want to be saved. It seemed like she happy where she at. Okay, she stayed with that man when he was publicly when it publicly came out that he was cheating on her. So who are we to sit up here and talk about what she deserved? I don't even really care for Mariah the scientist like that. I'm not gonna lie. She make decent music, but I don't even listen to her music. Nothing against her, but I don't know. I be listening to the different kind of music. The Weekend, Nicki Minaj. It's kind of my vibe. I don't know. I don't really listen to love songs that often. But she make pretty good music. She got a good fan base, but I don't listen to her. But to me, it's like if she is making the biggest mistake of her life, her fans gotta let her. That girl ain't going nowhere. It seemed like she loved that man down. Okay? Do I feel like he could have put more effort into the proposal? Yeah, but she got a big ass ring on her finger. She ain't trying to hurt nothing y'all saying. She just got engaged to a man that she in love with. So next in line we have Halle Bailey and DDG. Halle Bailey may end up being in trouble because recently her hairstylist, who does her hair often, who also does her son hair, she recently had posted a video and pictures of her son, Halo. So if y'all don't know, Halle Bailey and DDG, they was up in this public, messy custody battle. And it had ended up being arranged by the judge that neither Holly or DDG can post their son Halo because at first Holly was trying to set it to where DDG just couldn't post him. But then the judge would, I guess they declared that that was unfair. So it went from just DDG to Holly and her family and her friends, and DDG and his family and his friends. So the court ordered that neither parties are allowed to post Halo. That's including family and friends. Okay? So recently, Haley, her stylist, ended up posting a picture of him. So the picture was captioned second birthday loading with the gift box emoji. So after that, the hairstylist she did face a lot of backlash, of course. Of course, because she don't supposed to be posting them. Alright. So a lot of Holly Bailey and DDG fans, they was upset because they like you didn't got Holly in trouble. Now DDG fans, they was more excited to actually see Halo because they feel like they haven't seen him in a long time. You know, same thing with Holly. You had 50-50. A lot of people was attacking her hairstylist to the point where she made her page private, and she had also ended up coming out with this long paragraph of an apology, and this is what she had to say. She said, I want to address a story I posted earlier that include Halo. I did not have consent from Holly to post him, and this was my mistake entirely. I was not aware that sharing his image would conflict with an existing court arranged agreement, and there was absolutely no intent to cross any boundaries or cause harm. She also continued to say that Holly had nothing to do with it, and she just continued to apologize. My thing, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I wouldn't even feel comfortable posting nobody kids on my social media. This not my kids. But she did come out and apologize. But a lot of people was attacking her because they felt like, everybody didn't seen this big public messy custody battle that they was in. But at the same time, not everybody really keep up with celebrities and what they got going on. So the girl, she probably genuinely didn't know, but at the same time, she could potentially have gotten highly in trouble, because she don't supposed to post him, no friends, no family, and then the same for DDG. So a lot of Holly Bailey fans and supporters are really upset, and I'm pretty sure Holly is too. I'm pretty sure Holly said something to her too, cause he was supposed to be on the internet at all. Halo, he looks so cute though, and he didn't get so big. He honestly, he looked exactly like his auntie on that specific picture. Holly's sister Chloe. He looked just like Chloe. Exactly like her. But anyways, moving on. Next in line we have Latto. So fans and supporters are talking about Latto because if y'all don't know who Latto is, she is a rapper. She's in the music industry. She dates 21 Savage. So y'all know it's been rumors speculating for a while that Latto could potentially be pregnant with her first child with 21 Savage. Now it was some recent photos that recently came out from Latto doing this toy drive, and in the pictures, I'm not gonna lie, her face looked really big. Like she got like a pregnancy glow going on. And that's the reason why she's being talked about, because a lot of her fans feel as if her face looks a lot fuller. And then they feel like she's trying to hide her belly because she in this big, luxurious coat. And if I'm being honest, shout out to Latto, because I love anybody that give back, especially to kids, less fortunate, all that kind of stuff. You got to give people their flowers when they do that kind of stuff, because to me, that is a very big and nice gesture, especially to have a full-blown toy drive just given out toys to all the kids. And she do this all the time. Like, she do it every single year. So shout out to her, first of all. I ain't gonna lie, the face, it does give like a pregnancy glow. But you never know. She probably be eating good, or she may just simply need to fart. Who knows? Okay? She probably just got gas and y'all talking about this girl 6 months pregnant. Probably just need to go take a shit. Okay? But I ain't gonna lie, the face is chunky, it's full, it's radiant. Maybe expecting a little 21 Savage. Never know. But anyways, this is the end of this video. That's all I had for y'all today, and I hope that y'all did enjoy the video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.